guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here just to bring you a quick message. I felt really called to bring one in today. So I have two decks. I have the Psychic Tarot Oracle, and I also have the Heaven and Earth Tarot. For any of you interested, I absolutely love this deck. So I'm just going to take a moment to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, my team of light, and any of your spirit guides or my spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective. I ask them to join us. I ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, as well as to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the most far-reaching of everyone, but only for the highest good. For all my subscribers, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for being here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like it resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. Join this journey with me. I'd love to have you along the ride. So I'm going to start out first with the Psychic Tarot Oracle. I haven't actually shuffled these, so I'm going to just right now take a moment and ask Spirit to help us to join in and to give us some messages right now that they would like us to know. So what is the overarching energy, Spirit, you would like us to know? So in flipped, heartache and loss and stand your ground. For some of you, I did hear like if you've been hurt as well, or if someone's hurt you and you've walked away from them, this is really important. Stand your ground. This is important that we are acknowledging when people hurt us as well. We're not letting the shit slide is what I'm hearing, okay? So if every time someone hurts us and we go into our small selves and we decide that we're just going to be quiet to keep the peace and use this kind of trauma response because we don't want to rock the boats, we're giving this person or this group of people permission every time to act like this. Now, there is a few things I'm hearing, getting right into this quickly. One is that for some people, what I heard is be careful this need to defend ourselves, okay? So it's a double-edged sword what I'm picking up on, because while we need to stand our ground for people that have hurt us, we don't want to get sucked in to what I heard is narcissist, like a narcissist meddling or hoovering or something like that. Like if somebody's hurt us and we've walked away, we're standing our ground and we're holding true to ourselves. We don't need to, by any means, unless we want to, have any kind of discussion with this person. And if somebody is continually trying to goad us into overreacting or something like that, there is a place where standing your ground really can be just walk away. You don't need to acknowledge it, just walk away. So Spirit, can you give me a little bit of advice with this heartache and loss and stand your ground, please? Strength. You are strong. For some of you, what I heard is you've gone up against like a really mean and mother effer. But here I want to show you, she's holding this at her belly, but at her chest is a sword. So there's twofold. For first and foremost, I'm a Gemini, so as soon as I seen that, I thought, that's swords. This is speaking your truth, and it's kind of this heart-centered truth as well, right? Speaking our truth, not being afraid to say what we need to say, and if it pisses somebody off, well, so be it. If it cuts them a little bit, but you're telling your truth because they've done something or they've said something. If you putting them in their place for what they're saying is now upsetting them and they're trying to turn this around and you're the bad guy, F them. Basically, that's somebody as well. What I heard is like you definitely could have people in your world who gaslight you, right, or have tried, and now you're like, not today, right? I don't know if any of you guys watch Turning Tides Tarot, but she has this every once in a while. She'll be like, not today, Satan, and that's what I heard is not today, Satan, from that. So I don't know, maybe check her out if you guys haven't, but I actually really like watching her just because I like her energy and everything. But for some of you, it's nothing to do with that at all as well, but I just want to give props where it's due when I'm hearing something like that. But I think this is what I heard is it's really showing your personal growth. It's really showing, the prowess that you have in terms of knowing when to stand up, when to back down, and to know that sometimes backing down or walking away, this doesn't mean you're forfeiting a fight, my friends. It means you won because you chose not to engage in bullshittery. Let's get a little bit more about this strength card, please. Spirit, give me a little bit of clarification with this strength card. What's the strength card here for? It's to remind you of your strength, and what I also heard is to push you to your strength. You have the Princess of Cups here as well. beautiful, beautiful card. This is the Page of Cups. For some of you, this is asking you to make sure what I heard first off. It's not just for some, it's all of you. Make sure you're leading with your heart. I always never noticed this, but the first time I have, there's actually a turtle in the cup here. So for some of you, this is where I was saying, for some of you, someone may be coming to you with an offer, you know, kind of love. I definitely do feel like it's a romantic feeling. It doesn't feel in this like it could be you, but it does feel like another person, okay? So this strength thing for some of you, it is that it's paying off finally, because all of the strength that you've learned and everything you've gone through in this heartache and standing up for yourself has taught you what you will not put up with anymore, what you will not endure, and what you will not again, because you're no longer on that vibration. And something wonderful is coming. There's also showing me, I think it's a swan in the background, where there's this purity and this grace. I know myself, I love turtles. And my family and I, we often go to a conservation area near where we live and just kind of go and watch them swim, because if you're really quiet, you can see them. Interesting, if you guys don't know a lot about turtles, they have super, super good hearing, so you actually have to be like quiet walking up the path, because they'll hear you, they'll jump off, and they're going to go into the water, jump off whatever they're sitting on. So for some of you, there's also something in there as well, as this is about the quiet resilience, and as well as I heard, like for some of you, it's keeping that ear out for danger. But if we look here as well, this lion is kind of beat up. He's kind of maimed. We also have the snake here. And I feel like the lion, even though he's not looking at it, he is very aware again that, yeah, I've been through a lot, but I am still going to be a little bit aware of the dangers around me. For some of you, what I heard is this may show up as like a hypervigilance, and things like that. But let's get this Princess of Cups, please, Spirit. Clarify the Princess of Cups with strength. They're saying a massive upgrade and renewal as well for some of you. And they did say for some of you it's a spiritual partnership. So a couple things that came up. The Devil could be a Capricorn. Could definitely, again, that's a spiritual partnership, all right. But it's not one that makes us feel very free. And I think this, again, is to choose your battles, to choose what I heard is your poison, to choose what chains you want to be in. So for some of you, what I heard is, sure, bondage sounds great. Let's do it. And others of you are like, get that shit off me. I think this is really a point where, because this reading is showing up so strongly that you've grown so much. Any kind of codependent behavior here, or any kind of narcissistic person, or any kind of trauma bond, any kind of toxic relationship, it's not going to thrive. So what feels like is that this reward is coming through as a very strong sexual or kind of kundalini awakening. There's something here where you are being asked to focus on what brings you pleasure, what brings your body joy. And this is going to be a little bit differently for everybody, but they have the pentagram or the pentacle in the background. And I strongly, every time I see this, I think about Starhawk and the sixth or the fifth sacred thing, right? Fire, water, air. Oh my gosh, fire, water, air. Your heart, but it's the spirit, right? Earth. And that's interesting. I couldn't think of Earth as well, because I think we're going to need to be really grounded, because you have the Magician and the Sun here. You have manifested something absolutely wonderful, something you've absolutely wanted, something that's going to be glorious, and it's going to bring you into your true power and your true splendor. So anything that's hurt you in the past, leave it there. Quietly walk away, move on, because you have the tools in your arsenal to create a world that is not only what I heard is stunning to the eyes, and visually pleasing, but it's going to blind all the motherfuckers that have said bad things about you, or that have tried to step in the way of your strength, or step in the way of your power, or have tried to keep you in some sort of trauma bond or some sort of negative cycle. You have 4. I have 5 tarot cards out here. and you have 4 major arcana. So the universe, they're working really hard here. Stand your ground, keep going. What I heard is for some of us, especially when you've gone through something really difficult and you still have to stay vigilant in this and stand your ground, it's hard. It's something you're done with. I don't want to do it anymore. Spirit's saying keep going, because you're on the brink here and something amazing and fantastic is on its way. And again, you are going to blind those people or those groups that thought you weren't good enough, that wanted to, what I heard is shade you or talk shit about you. They're going to have no words because they won't know how to speak. They're not going to be able to put you down because it's going to fall on deaf ears. So this is the message I have. They want me to show you the bottom of this deck before I leave you, and it is transformation. And I do feel like this is what's been happening. What they said is months, and the Spirit said the winter months. So a lot of you were in like the almost summer now in the Northern Hemisphere. If you are in the Northern Hemisphere, whatever you did during the winter time, whatever you had to put behind you and move forward, even though it hurt, and I heard it sucked and it was hard on your heart, you've done the right thing, my friends, and you have only come out much stronger. And what I heard is much more alive and aware of your own boundaries and your own strength in the process. So enjoy this time, my friends. Make sure that you do things that feel good to you, that are exciting to you, and treat your body with a little bit of kindness, my friends. Stay away from things that you know are kind of toxic to you, because again, this sun, we don't want anything that's going to dim it. That's what I have. Mwah. I hope it resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.